on Showtime, I always like to go in there and check out to make sure that we're online. Because if we're not, I feel bad. Oh, hey everyone. We are The Other People Show. I'm Adam.
I'm Lana.
And we do have an excellent show ready for everyone that's tuning in.
We have an excellent show.
Yeah, we took a little break.
But you took the lead. I have no idea what this show's going to be about.
Now, I do want to say, typically you do, but what we're going to do tonight is fly by the seat of our pants. Just fly over.
Yeah.
And before we begin, thank you for tuning in to the previous show, which was on the movies, and Lana was filling in for Jake, and we did Shag.
Yeah.
So if you didn't watch that, please go back tonight or tomorrow or sometime this week and watch that on YouTube or Facebook.
There might be reasons you don't want to watch the movie or can't not watch the movie, or you definitely want to watch the movie.
Yeah. So please
especially potential dance partners. Once again, if you please watch that show. I am looking for a partner.
I will say this: if it's shared 5 times, we'll dance. You and I can dance in the show. We'll dance in the show.
You don't know how to dance.
You can teach me on the show.
I don't know. I want to take lessons in Shag, so I don't know.
We can do an easy 2-step, 4-step, square dancing. We'll square dance on the show.
No, we're not.
You want to square dance on the show?
I'm not square dancing on the show.
Lana and I will square dance on the show.
No. I'd rather Shag. I could probably teach you enough moves, or at least how to hold me while I shag.
Okay, so we'll shag on the show. Right? We're going to shag on the show?
Okay.
I guess we'll shag on the show. So also go to King Network TV and check out a lot of the great programming on there. And I sent them a version of The Late Date today. So that'll be up there as well.
Sweet.
So please check
Which
that
version?
out.
Last version?
I guess maybe 2 shows ago. I guess.
I don't know which show he's talking about because, once again, I actually never go back and watch any show that
so you
I
never
ever
know
do.
what's going on.
I don't remember. I kind of block it out, kind of like it, so I don't have any reason for embarrassment or shame or, I just don't want to have any, just rue even doing it.
So kind of like a night of, somebody have a night of a blackout. They don't
no regrets. No, I can purposely selective memories. I choose not to remember that. I choose not to think about it. And the longer you go without thinking about it, you won't remember it.
So it's almost like it didn't happen.
Well, I know it happened, but I don't want to have a reaction to what happened.
But when you think back, or do you think back?
Do people do that, or is that just me? I don't want to have a reaction, so I'm just not going to think about it.
I guess so.
Is that like it?
Maybe. So Jake is not with us, as you can see, and we were doing some pre-planning before the show. You and I. You were working on some on the movies, kind of the format, and writing some things down on cards. I was writing some topics down for this show here. So
he knew what I was writing about. But I didn't know what you were
You just knew it was about this show. You didn't know the topics.
Yeah, and you told me if I could read them and go over them, and I said no. I do not want to know. What are we talking about?
So right after on the movies, we go out and we have a few minutes of meditation, I guess you could say, and we get our thoughts together and come back and do this show. But right beforehand, I say, have this topic ready, and then she says, no, I don't want to do that. After I'd already spent 3 pages worth of notes writing down topics on this.
You didn't tell me about the 3 pages.
Yeah. 3 pages. Well, not quite 3 pages, but almost 3 pages, right? So
I know he comes up and he says, I want to talk about urban legends.
Yes.
Can you think of any? And I'm like, we've got 2 minutes till we should start the show. No. We can't do that because I have none. I got nothing. But it depends on what you want to talk about. Like, are you talking about urban legends? And I actually saw you flip through, like, Bloody Mary. Yes. I saw you write that down. Yeah, those type of I guess air generational. So
Right.
whatever air generation is called. I don't even know. I'm not a millennial. I don't know what.
Yeah, you're a millennial. A late millennial. I'm a late millennial.
No, that's
I think so.
no. Wait, no.
Because Gen X
No.
is before us. So we're after that. I think the late
Or
millennial.
Gen Z.
Gen Z?
Yeah.
Or Gen Z?
Why Gen Z? And right before the millennials. I don't know.
I don't know.
Before the
But before we get into those, I want to tell
somebody answer that for us.
this is an urban legend in Clifton, Virginia. Do you know where Clifton, Virginia is? Have you heard of Clifton? Anybody from
Do
Clifton?
you know what county it's in?
No, I don't. I didn't do that. I did a little research. I didn't do that much research into it.
I'm like, no.
But anyway, it's the Bunny Man. Have you heard of the Bunny Man? So viewers out there, turn your lights down, put on some scary music, and listen to the Bunny Man.
I hated urban legends when I was little.
Why?
I actually have thought of quite a few.
Okay.
And a lot of things that we've done. So
Okay.
this is, I don't know.
You don't-
Some
you
of it,
never
I don't
liked
know if I believe in it or not.
Did they scare
Anyways,
you as a
tell me
little kid?
Yeah, kind of like Dead Man's Curve. I was always scared of driving past it. Sort of like, oh, that house is haunted. I was
Yeah.
scared of it. Like, oh, like we're talking about spirits here.
Yeah.
To this day, I don't like movies that talk about possession or like.
Those movies
I
that
know,
talk
they
about
kinda
that are scary.
I definitely can't be alone afterwards.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I don't like to invite spirits.
No,
into my
like
home.
I get creeped out right now, just thinking about it.
I'm sure
But
you
I do enjoy those movies sometimes, but not alone. Not alone. So the Bunny Man is based upon the urban myth that an asylum bus full of mental patients crash. All of them were caught except one, and then he kind of roams around the wooded areas and has kind of survived throughout the years on the landscape and bunnies. But eventually, he moved on to humans. And he's often thought to be seen around Clifton, Virginia. Kids see him, teenagers see him, and then those kids or teenagers go missing Blair Witch style. We don't see anything or hear anything.
You know what? I'm gonna have to be honest right here. Hold on, give me just a moment.
Yes.
I just got to get something ready.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's a couple of an urban legend in Clifton, Virginia. Another is the one in Massachusetts, the Huzzah Tunnel. So 200 men have died in this tunnel.
Hold on. I'm not
Okay.
paying attention to you because it's me. It's me. I'm the Bunny Man.
Is this urban?
It's true. It's me. I'm like,
So you have feasted upon bunnies?
no. Like I just gone off on a killing spree, like teenage children.
Any reason, or you're just mad?
Just mad.
You just don't
Serial
like
killer. I
kids?
was a mental patient and escaped. I was.
Are you mad, or you just don't like
It got off the
kids?
bus. Like I'm smart.
Are you mad, or just don't like kids?
Well, I now have a teenager, so it might just be teenager. I am joking.
So you
I am
kill-
joking.
I'm not.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. So you were talking about, you've heard of the urban legend of Bloody Mary. Now, what do you know of this myth?
Bloody
Did this
Mary.
ever scare you as a kid?
I could get freaked out by my brothers and sisters doing it with me, but like going all the way through it to where you would stand in the mirror
Yeah.
and say Bloody Mary. I think you were faced away from the mirror and you said it 3 times, and when you turned around, that's when she would be
Let's
correct.
test out. Yeah, I think so. Did you ever do that as a kid?
Yes, I did. I don't know. We can't turn off all of the lights.
Yeah, we have to get into like the scary mood here.
We can't. We can't.
Get kind of scared. You want to fly back on?
No, it's fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah. I'm not really scared.
You're not?
No, spirits don't like me.
What about candle? Could you fall asleep to just one candle light? Like the old style candle, you know, like you're going to like Indiana Jones style in the cave candle.
Yeah, I have like chemo.
Would you just want one, like a lantern candle, just one? Would you like to walk around with a lantern?
I have lanterns too, so yes.
After a scary movie.
scary.
Would you walk through the house with a lantern, no power?
I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but I burn candles with if anyone I know, or for other people. If
I have to at
someone
least
has-
turn that fan back on. Sorry.
Yeah, turn that light back on. For people that have passed away, and that's an acknowledgement to a spirit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of like you would go, like, I don't know, in Catholicism, at least I know you would go light a candle. I do light candles for people that I'm close to, or other people are close to, or for them.
Would you light, if I go first, would you light a candle for me with a nice scent?
I don't.
I mean, could you make me that promise right here on air?
Yeah, I'll light your candle.
Well, I want it to be a good one. No, I don't want it to be like,
Yeah, it has to be a scent.
yeah, like a good one.
It's gonna have to be like a $50 like Scentsy candle.
Yes, like on par.
I don't know if I know what Scentsy candle.
On par of the blueberry cobbler candle. Part of that kind of a candle.
Ah.
It doesn't have to be that one, but on par with that one.
Yeah.
That's the only request.
I could do that.
And make a spectacle. That's the only two things I request. I'll make a spectacle at yours.
Yeah, but please do. I
I
want
will.
everybody to make a
I
spectacle.
really will.
Okay, how did we get into that?
But
Urban
anyway,
legends. I'm going to tell you one that I don't like to talk about, and I don't. Well, we used to do light as a feather, stiff as a board. Do you remember doing that? Like to where you could lift somebody up, like, and you would repeat that to where
why does a
you would
feather
have so many people with their fingers just under somebody laying flat, and you should be able. I think it was in the craft.
That's where I've heard it.
And
but
when
I've never,
you could lift people up. Now, I do not like that game, and there are people out there, and hopefully those 3 other people would be watching and say, yeah, but there are certain things which probably are about the same 3 people that would know of other things. That's like, no, we don't do that. And another one being Ouija board.
no, I have.
I don't do, and these people are close to me. I cannot. I will not, and we know that we cannot.
No, PST and I did one time with a guy named Trevor, and I kind of acted like it did things to try to, but nothing occurred. Except I will say this: they gave me pizza rolls that night, and they were not all the way done. Like they were like lukewarm.
So they didn't burn your tongue.
No, they were like, I was disappointed. But anyway.
But were you scared of any? Because I just named 2. Like
The
those.
Bloody
those are
Mary
like
one, I was scared of. Like I remember in like 2nd grade, they wanted to do that in school.
I mean,
Turn the bathroom light off in the bathroom and spin around and say it.
like those classic old slashers. My oldest sister, Kristen, who was 18, 19, so 89, 90, so the turn of the decade.
Kristen said those spirits uncooked the pizza rolls.
Probably.
Probably. I bet I had a stomach ache after. Ugh.
Yeah. It's karma. That's
Really?
yeah. Don't. Anyways, what was I talking about with
You were-
pizza rolls? Any ones you said you were scared?
I wasn't really scared of any of the urban legends. I was scared of unsolved mysteries. That was the theme song brought chills to me. My 11-year-old kid, and I would still
I was
watch
scared
it.
of like Rescue 911 and things like that.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you would read. I don't know if you would have been able to handle.
I couldn't handle it.
You could handle.
Now, there was an urban legend that I don't know if anyone's heard of, but it was the 3 men and a baby ghost.
Oh, behind the curtain.
Yes.
And you can see it. Yeah, actually, you can actually see that little boy.
Yeah.
That is the truth. I think everybody.
I did have a picture on my.
Everybody your age knows that.
Well, here's the story behind it. I want to show everyone a picture of what we're talking about. So what we're talking about, if you can see here, next time I'll try to have it up for everyone, is you see there's someone back there that's circled. You can see this clearly, right?
Yeah.
What have you heard that is?
That it was a little boy that had died.
I've also heard it was a cardboard, cutout
Yes. So you've heard one of those
on
is
purpose.
the truth.
Which one is the truth?
I think the cardboard
The
cutout
human
would probably.
figure can be seen in the window. The rumor
Because
spread.
he's not really in the window, and he's. I don't know.
That could maybe it's just this picture, but that could be like a bad editing job because
That's the actual photo from the movie. So that is a
I
legit
don't know.
picture.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I
the
don't
rumor
believe it.
spread that a 9-year-old kid had committed suicide, and that's why the apartment was up for use for the movie. In reality, it was a stand-in cardboard cutout from another prop from 3 Men and a Baby of Ted Danson. So it's just a picture of Ted Danson with the top hat on that they just accidentally left in the scene. Wah, wah. That had me scared, though. I would not look out of windows
Well,
for 2 to 3 weeks.
I didn't.
because of
I
that.
wasn't really scared of that. I thought.
I was scared
I
of it.
always thought it was fake. I think I always thought it was fake
Did you? I was scared of that.
because it was one of those things. Like it's just like
Whoa!
It's
What
like
was
an
that?
Easter egg.
Oh, thank you, Ron. He said we're doing great. It was a ladybug that just fell down.
Oh wait,
He didn't make it up the screen,
I was hoping they'd make it up to the camera.
right through the camera.
It's not a ladybug. That's a lightning.
No, a
bug.
lightning bug. I'm sorry. Does anyone out there have any urban legends that they've kind of
He's
scared of or anything? Another one, the kidney heist. Have you heard of that one?
I mean, I remember the kidney heist on like the show Nip Tuck,
What was
which
the
was
kidney
kind
heist?
of like I don't want to go into it. That's too much. But like no,
Like someone's
no, as an urban legend.
what the urban legend would be like a young
Or
man.
like when they go down to like I don't know, there was a movie wasn't too long ago about they go down toward like there's always those that go into South America or into the jungles or somewhere, and it's like they cut them open, their organs are harvested, and that was just what they did.
Yeah. That's kind of the basis for this. Like I would lure you in, or you would lure me in. We would have a good night.
Yeah,
You would
you
seduce me, and then I would wake up in the bathtub at night with my kidney gone.
Just one of them. You're going to survive with just the other one.
Maybe. I mean,
It's
I'm
like
fragile.
$60,000.
How much?
$60,000+.
Can you survive with one?
Yes.
What's
People
this?
are born with just one. I have
Well,
a sister born with just one.
I'm going to harvest mine.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that yourself, but I know enough about medicine.
You think you could do it? Maybe you.
$60,000.
Yeah, I think we might do that. We'll talk about that after the show.
Yes.
Now, what about
That
the
would
urban
be
legend where you're babysitting, the kids go missing, and you get a call? Like you get a call, somebody like harassing phone calls, but the calls end up coming from inside your own house. Have you heard
Is
of that?
that?
Like when a stranger calls. Have you watched that movie?
I think I have.
She's babysitting these kids, and she starts getting harassing phone calls, and then
I think I have.
she has it traced back, and the calls are coming from inside the house. Now this is like 2005 or 2006. It's a good movie. It's a nice little movie.
I think I need to go back. I think I have seen it. But
Yeah,
I think I forgot
It's
that
based
it's
upon
TV
this
drama.
urban legend and the movie Urban Legends. Have you ever
I
seen
don't know
that?
that I've seen that movie.
Really?
No.
That's a late 90s horror movie. So maybe you need to check that one out as well. What's that warning there? I didn't like
I don't
that.
know. Something was installed.
So yeah, I don't
Computer probably has an STD.
maybe. I still there now another thing that I wanted to talk about as we'll continue into the show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Bad computer is
Oh, really?
would you like to live forever, do you think? Not forever, but
No, because I'd like to take a little break on the in between. So hopefully I will come back in the future. Like my soul, I don't know if it's learned enough. If I've reached the nirvana that a soul could learn, if a soul is all knowing, because I don't remember what I would know before. So
well, I'm
What
talking
do I
more
know?
upon like the lines of like Tuck everlasting.
Like you last forever?
Or
I don't.
like the vampires from Interview with the Vampire.
I think you would get so mentally tired. I think I would probably go crazy. I'd probably become catatonic at some point. Too much life. Too much life.
I mean, it would be interesting.
That's why you sleep. You need to
It'd be sad because everyone that you've ever known would die, but you would never die. That would be very, you'd meet some very interesting people throughout the years, though. I mean, look at all the people that you could, you would have went through everything, experienced everything, which would be a positive. But you would be mentally exhausted.
Guess what? This is an interesting tidbit. And I'm going to bring up my dad told me this, and this could be incorrect because the cow thing, like I was telling you,
Nicole.
Like we were talking about earlier during the break.
Yeah.
Like how my dad would tell me these things and I believe them. They were lies, but they would be jokes. And he still makes fun of me like 30 years later for falling for the joke. Like,
What's the joke?
I believe
tell the audience.
like you know how like if you're going through valleys and stuff and you have people with farms with hills on them and cows and you see these little paths across these like really steep hills. My dad had me convinced that the cows had shorter legs on one side and that's how they could walk and not topple over on this really, really steep hill. And I literally believe that and would pass hills like this with cows on them. All of my childhood, up until I was in driver's ed, so about 10th grade, and I'm saying to my driver's ed teacher, who actually would probably know a lot of Appalachian folklore and legends. His name is Garnet Gillum. Pretty good historian here in Wise County. And shout out to Garnet. If anybody knows him, they know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then. But anyways, we were driving and I told him this, and he's just like, Lana, what happens when the cows turn around and go the other way? And it's like, my brain had never thought anything but this fact. And then that was the first time it was ever
brought to your attention.
Yeah. And I was just like, I was lied to. And so I called my dad. I was like, how could you lie to me about that? And he just bust out laughing at me like I had believed it that long.
Yeah.
And so
without questioning.
That many years later, he just mentioned it.
What you said yesterday?
Yesterday, he sent a text and we were talking about it on the break after on movies.
Yeah.
And my dad is actually here at my house, so yeah, it was like he was still making fun of me.
As he should.
Is that an urban legend? Just like a joke or something like?
Could be.
Do you know that this is what this is? Or superstitions? Those are urban legends, right?
Yeah, I guess they could be. I mean, I don't know. I think that might go into a different category. Urban legends often seem to be scary or sinister in a way, where superstitions don't necessarily have to be. You could have a good luck charm. That's a superstition, but it's not necessarily bad. What's a good urban legend?
I have a good luck charm. I have good luck charms and totems, if you will.
Okay.
Like I do have those. Very few. They have a lot of meaning into them, so I feel like they have a lot of power into them.
Okay.
So having them near, there's nothing really that close by that couldn't clear the air or make you feel better.
Okay, that's interesting. But I think that would fall more along the line of a superstition, right?
Maybe.
Not an urban legend.
I mean, if those superstitions are like a long time running, then it's a legend.
Let's see. Nicole is asking of an example of an urban legend. Now, there has been an urban legend like Bigfoot.
If you're just tuning in, we talk about Bigfoot, Wood Booger. That's an urban legend.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, we were talking about other games, Ouija board, all that stuff. Like, I know one of like Hookman.
That was one that was on the list as well.
Yes, the Hookman. He had a hook as like a thing, and he lived out in the woods. Like this was one of those things that was one I cried to leave. My sister took us to like his bonfire with her like teenage, senior, like just graduating friends or whatever. So like I said, she was that age when I was much younger, late 80s. And would take it to these things, and that's where I would have heard that. I cried and had to leave.
Really?
To the point there was an actual person. His first name is Pete. That's all I will say. I could call him out by last name too. But anyways,
he would walk by and do this whole like hook thing, and I would hate it. I would be so scared. I was like, I cried and wanted to leave because we were not really far from the house, but still trees around us.
I've always been a little bit
scared.
on more. Nicole was asking, what about the Loch Ness monster? Now that would be.
Well, that is an urban legend.
Yeah. Now, do you believe in things like that? The Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, these kind of things. These extraordinary creatures they've not ever been totally disproven, but they've not been proven either, right? It's kind of in that gray area.
I mean, maybe the people that could remember them and all of that, maybe they could see into a different spirit world, like a different realm, a different, parallel universe where, of course, anything you could think or alternate outcome or whatever is probably happening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be very interesting. We might have to go into the woods and check it out this summer.
Into
the woods.
I don't want to be in the woods.
You don't?
I mean, I can go camping, but like, you're not gonna like sit there and like freak me out.
No, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna let you be in the front, and I'm gonna be behind you, so I can look behind your shoulder. Like if a monster is going to get anyone, it'll get you first, and then me and Xavier and the other.
A sacrificial lamb.
The other
No, you can't
explorers.
use Xavier because Xavier's my sacrificial lamb.
Well, it's
I use
him,
him
then
in this
you, then
household.
me.
It's like, Xavier, could you go check on that noise? And it's like, if I don't hear him scream, we're okay.
Well, like I've
If
told
he
you,
screams, that's a warning. I can exit.
I'm the Shaggy in this
Exit
group,
stage.
so I'm telling you, I'm out. You saw the other night. I was out.
We did. He will.
Fireworks coming
he
for
will
us.
leave people
I'm
behind.
out.
Anyways,
Sorry.
So urban legends. The ones I truly believe in are probably the ones that are just like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't prefer. I do light candles for the dead, and there's a reason to ward off inviting things or just whatever. It's an acknowledgement, but it's also
Out.
no, you're not welcome.
Yeah. Move.
Don't blow out that candle. Let it burn. Once you light it, it burns till it just stops itself.
Mm-hmm.
Set it up appropriately. I don't like Ouija boards.
Man, I gotta be honest.
I don't like anything that has anything to do with levitation. And there's reasoning behind that.
Now, I do want to try that levitating thing you mentioned earlier that they had in the craft. What was that?
The Lana's and Feather Sisters board.
Let's try that. I want some people to actually try that. Well, let's do that and film that. Can we do that? We'll do it in the middle. We'll do it in public. So, you want to try that?
No.
We'll do it like in a park.
No.
So people can come gather and
We're gonna get killed.
bring us the tiger blood.
They're gonna put us on trial for witchcraft.
You think so?
I'm being facetious here. I don't know. We do. I don't know. We do.
No, Nicole is afraid of Ouija boards. Now, I would never
I am
own
afraid.
one.
I
never have
don't.
owned one. My mother would have
It's
not had that in the house.
with it would have been maybe 5 or less times.
Hey, Heather.
And it would have been like no, just a few times. Like I said, it could be specific people
Mm-hmm.
during all of these things and these games and like specific people that I mean, they would remember how I would remember, which is none of us liked it.
It's scary.
No, it wasn't that it was scary. It
The
was,
thought of what it could bring.
I don't know.
I've never been. Fun fact: Nicole's saying her biggest fear is Halloween masks. I can't stand for someone to have their face covered. Takes my breath and have panic attacks. No,
I could understand it. Like,
Yeah.
so no to clowns and stuff like that.
yeah.
I guess I can see them on screen and stuff, but I don't like having anything like that. I don't like having loud noise and flashing lights around me. I don't like fireworks. I don't like haunted houses because the flash. And if there is all of a sudden a loud, like chainsaw or
Yeah.
something like that, it's almost like seizure inducing. And I know that. And so I can't handle that.
Mhm.
I can't handle it. Everything in me fires off. Am I afraid you're actually going to hurt me? No, I can't even know who you are. I can't handle the sound.
What if somebody comes at you with like a back scratcher?
I
You
mean, I
you-
think I could enjoy
You
that.
wouldn't? Okay. I didn't know. I
Thank
didn't
you.
know.
Thank you.
I didn't know.
A back special would be great.
So, anything else you want to add to the show tonight? We've done a great show. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. It's been fun.
Yeah. It's been other people. You're so strange in there.
Very strange.
Anyways.
Now, I do want to promote. We do have a couple of new things coming up. We'll have possibly this Saturday the Other People radio show possibly coming up. We do have a folklore
yes.
podcast coming up.
So if we do the other people show, which would be on what station out there?
That would be on 88.7, 10 p.m. on Saturdays.
That's WMMT in Pikeville.
Yep, WMMT in Whitesburg.
Pikeville.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you can listen to Pikeville if you're in
I've only
Pikeville.
I've only been to Kentucky a few times,
If you-
and
If you're in Pikeville,
Yeah.
you can listen as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing the folklore podcast, the late date. That's also going to be on 93.5 and the podcast, and a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So Pippen
Exciting.
episode 2 coming up Sunday at noon. Please go back and check out episode 1.
hey, guess what?
What
I'm in episode 2, and
you make?
I make a cameo
Yeah.
in episode
Yeah.
2.
And your first,
My first acting debut.
Yeah. and it's a good debut.
And
It's fun.
It's.
I like it. I think you guys will like it too.
I came up with the little cameo myself. So
That's
I don't- It's just like, hey, let me do this.
You
That's
stepped in
great.
when needed.
I don't think it was planned. It was just like, let me do this, and you guys were like, okay, and so I did it. So
Yeah.
thank
and
you
there
for
it was.
including me.
Yeah. So please check that out, and thanks to Aaron and Tasha as well.
Hi, Tasha.
And oh yeah, Tasha. Sorry, Tasha. So please go to the Other People's Show on YouTube, and it's been fun.
Hats. So
I'm Adam,
I'm Lana.
and everyone have a good night. Bye bye.